The hardest business to start in America, drum roll. Now, before I tell you exactly what is the hardest business to start in America, I want to let you know that I've been an entrepreneur since high school. I started my first business as a personal training company, and then I moved on to IT businesses, and then I moved on into starting my moving company, and then getting into the real estate brokerage firm, and then being a real estate investor and buying rental properties, etc. So I've started many different businesses, from restaurants to mobile car washes, computer, IT, so on and so on. I can tell you that most of these businesses that I just mentioned are super easy to do. The hardest business to do in America is to be a YouTuber. Literally, guys, this is the hardest business. I'm an entrepreneur for 3 decades, never had a job, never had a resume, never went for an interview. And I can tell you that every business that I ever started, it was personal training, mobile car wash, computer, restaurant, rental business, wholesaling, fix and flips, real estate brokerage firm. They were all so much easier than being a YouTuber. Being a YouTuber is one of the hardest businesses to start. And here's the reason why. I just got a text yesterday from a student that I help out, at the coffee shop, and she was like literally telling me, her sad story, how she's like broke, she had to roll up her quarters, and she's a YouTuber, right? Just to make ends meet. And she was asking me, how can she become a better salesperson, right? And I kind of give her some advice on how to be a better salesperson. The very first thing I said is to just, if you don't want to be a sleazy sales guy, just educate people, just give, and in return, you'll benefit. And she said she's been doing that, but she hasn't been able to, make ends meet. She has to roll up all of her quarters just to make life happen for her. And I said, man, I really feel you, man. I know what it is to be like that. I lived on the streets when I started college. I lived on the streets when my ex bounced out with the kids. So I really, really know how it is to have financial hardship. I really know what it is to have emotional disaster when the bottom falls out and you're at the fucking bottom. You don't even give a shit about life. I've been there, bro. I've literally been there. I'm actually going through it right now, Grieving is not a simple thing. But at some point you have to make a decision. Am I all the way in, or am I going to back out? And a long time ago, I made a decision, not because I wanted to. The guy upstairs said, you need to be a YouTuber, you need to help people. Boy, I never wanted to be a YouTuber. I hate speaking in front of public. I'm scared as hell. I suck at speech. I failed speech class multiple times, and I didn't even pass it almost, bro. So it wasn't something that I wanted to do, right? It was something that was infused in me. And so what, I listened to it. But I can tell you guys, being a YouTuber is extremely, 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 extremely hard. Now you'll see a couple of YouTubers, or a few YouTubers are making millions of dollars. That is like winning the lottery. That is like being a one of a million, right? Majority of people that are going to be YouTubers are going to invest their time, invest their money, invest their time, and 7-10 years later, they're still scratching their head like, man, I put so much into this. If I would have started a moving company, if I started a cleaning business, if I started a fix and flip, if I started a wholesaling business, I would have 10x the profits. I'll have 10x the monthly cash flow. I'll have 10x the equity. So being a YouTuber is extremely hard. Why is it extremely hard? Well, because the entry level is very easy. Anyone can get a YouTube camera and start recording videos. Anyone can do a fix and flip and start documenting. Anyone can talk about X, or talk about Y, or talk about Z. So the entry level is very, very easy. For example, when I start in my moving business, it's hard to start a moving company. You need all kinds of insurance. You need to have trucks. You need to have dollies. You need to have shrink wrap. You need to have that. So you need all this infrastructure before you can start a moving company. Like, you need all this infrastructure to be a car manufacturer. But to be a YouTuber, all you need is nothing, bro. It's totally for free. You can do it. And there's so much competition. Every day someone's becoming a new YouTuber. And yes, there are millions of people that are financially successful from YouTube. I'm not trying to discourage anyone, but I'm trying to be honest with you. If you're thinking about creating a YouTube channel and you're gonna put all your energy into this thing and this is gonna blow up, inshallah, with God it will, right? But you have to be steadfast, because the chances that it's gonna blow up so quick are very, very slim. It may take you 10, 15, 20 years before you blow up, or you may never blow up. So if you're getting into YouTube because you want to make money fast, this is not the game, bro, okay? YouTube is a long play. Now, there's a chance that you can win the lottery. There's a chance you can go to the store and become a millionaire by winning a jackpot lottery, right? Same with YouTube. The algorithms may praise you, right? But for the most part, most people that I know that are YouTubers, they've been doing it for quite a while, and they're barely making any financial money from YouTube. Only a select amount of people will. So if you're thinking you want to be a YouTuber because you think it's the easiest way to make money, boy, you're wrong. You're better off being a real estate agent. It's much easier being a real estate agent. It's much easier being a wholesaler. It's much easier starting a moving company. It's much easier starting a real estate brokerage firm. It's much easier starting a computer business, personal training business, a restaurant. Dude, a restaurant, 9 out of 10 restaurants fell, but I would say 9.9% of YouTubers fell. 9.9 out of 10. So the odds of success is 1%. I know that's very harsh. You don't want to believe that because, you know, it looks pretty easy. You watch that famous guy on YouTube and he's making all this money and the other guy, he's making all this good money, but that's a small percentage. I can't tell you the amount of people that I know that are on YouTube that are barely making it. Like this girl that messaged me, you know, she can't pay her bills. She's been a YouTuber, you know, and she needs to be able to sell, because one of the most important things with YouTube is the ability to sell. You have to learn how to sell people. You have to constantly say, hey, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. Just like Amazon, just like Sears, just like JCPenney, just like your famous cologne. You kind of constantly advertise. You got to have a sell system, and there's so many things to have to be a YouTuber. For example, you have to provide content, right? Then if you want to make money selling courses, then you got to make the course. Then you got to provide customer support. Then you got to do the exchanges, the refunds, and so on and so on. It's like a full-fledged business, but you still have to produce content. For example, my moving company, all I had to do was just market, book the moves, go do the moves. I didn't have to generate content. Well, imagine I have to generate all this content and then still deal with the moving aspect of the business, which is book the moves, do the advertising, find the workers, go perform the moves. Well, there's like a whole extra part. You have to produce all this fucking content, right, to get that traffic, right, to get those free eyeballs. But on the flip side, bro, the internet, YouTube is revolutionary. Social media, you can go from being no one to be your dreams, okay? But if you think you're going to be a multimillionaire just by starting a YouTube channel, you may. I hope you do. But the odds are very slim. I've been doing YouTube since 2013. I can tell you guys that I have so many different businesses. They were so much easier. I made so much more money. I made so much more money faster. I was able to grow so much faster than YouTube. Now, I'm not a professional. I suck at speaking. I suck at editing. And maybe this is why my channel is this, but I want to share with you that if you think you're going to be a YouTuber, you think it's going to be easy, think again, bro. It's much easier being a bodybuilder than a YouTuber, because with bodybuilding, after 5 years, after 3 years, you're going to be jacked, bro. But with YouTube, you can do 5 years and you won't have no fucking income. You won't have any shit. Maybe a little bit, right? Maybe a little bit from advertisement, right? You know, like a lot of people think, oh, Mike, YouTube pays you a lot for advertisement. Like, man, I may get, for example, $100 every 3 or 4 months from YouTube. from ads, like literally zero, bro. What can you do with $100, bro? Nothing, like literally nothing. So if you're thinking like, hey, you have 15,000 subscribers, you're making good money, absolutely not. Even if you have 60,000 subscribers, even if you have 100,000 subscribers, depends what niche you're in and how you're able to monetize it. But if you're just waiting for Google ads, you're barely going to make it. You're actually not, you're gonna be in poverty, dude, okay? Because like with my channel, every 2 or 3 months, I may get $100, okay? Which is literally, I make more money just putting my money in Bitcoin. I make more money just putting my money in gold and just relaxing and chilling, right? Versus making content, editing it, scripting it, coming with thumbnails, coming with descriptions, tagging it, distributing it. It's like, it is a lot of work. I'm not trying to discourage you, but I think if you think this is the easiest ways to make money, you're wrong. YouTube is one of the hardest ways to make money. There are so many other businesses in the real world where you can start a boring business and make money. Literally, I train people to start cleaning businesses, cutting grass businesses, construction businesses, roofing businesses, and they all make money. Even some of my students are in the car dealership business. They were making so much more money. If I would have done any of these businesses versus a YouTube, so much more. But again, I didn't do this for money. I did this for free, for God, okay? He told me to do this. I don't know why. I can't spell, I can't write, but he said you need to do this, so I listened, and here I am, guys. Always remember, don't take no for an answer, and be your dreams. Peace.